for the mess, not sorry for the past, not sorry for the dirt I won't confess, not sorry for the crime.
So, Matteo here from Boulevard, and we have the one and only Chris HARMS from The Lord of the Lost. Thanks, Chris, for joining.
Can you put some kind of Angels choir
I will.
in there? Thank you.
I will edit it because that's my job. I just finished editing our new video, the Speak of the Devil, and the final project looked like a nightmare. It was like overlay, and yeah, that's when one of those moments when you feel like, why am I doing this to myself?
Did you ever think about either for Hell Boulevard or Lord of Lost to shoot like a one-take video?
Mm-hmm.
You know, just
not for Hell Boulevard, because since I have to be in the band and I maybe have to perform the song, I really have issues trusting other people with the camera.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
And because those few times that I had footage from other people, it was fine, but I'm always like, I will do that, blah, 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 blah. That's the problem of being a bit of a freak control on those kind of things. But for other bands, yeah, I would love that. We did something like that once, and it worked great, and it was a great editing process. Because
I think the thing is, I think if you do some kind of one-take video like that, it should be something really special. Because being in one room and just performing doesn't really make sense. So
nope.
It should be something really special, and it might end up to be like even more work than just a regular video.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of really good one-take videos, but yeah, like location change and background changes and actors, and moving with the Steadicam over an area of maybe 200 meters and stuff like that. So everything must be extremely planned. It's a bit like the start. I don't know if you watched Birdman, which is a super nice movie. It starts with like 15 minutes scene, one take.
I heard about it. I have seen now that you say it, I have seen sequences of it. Yeah. I know.
Yeah, that scene is amazing, and and it's in Manhattan, so they even come out of the theater and walk through Manhattan with all the people, and I'm sure some of them were extras, but lots of them were not. So.
What I would have in mind would be something like, I don't know, one band did that before, like you put the song like reverse, and then you rehearse the song as a band on the reverse playback, then you do the one-shot video, and then you reverse the whole thing again. One band did that before, but it's a totally different genre, so that might be something cool, or something in a weird room that, I don't know, moves more like Jackass kind of style. But I'd really like to do that.
But people doesn't know that we have in store something so cool. They will see far away in the future, but I can't fucking wait to do that. Can't wait.
Yes, and I even have.
I think often about that.
Me too, and I even have another idea which you will love. I will tell you about it when your release is over. I think you will love it, but that's going to be a lot of work as well. So people out there, you see, we have so many projects going on. Yeah, totally.
I just want to, I already told you privately, but I want to say to the people that this is my first beer in 6 months. Not that I was an alcoholic or anything like that, but just I was never out partying or drinking or touring or anything. So I just had no reason. I'm more like a social drinker when it comes to like concerts or stuff like that. So this is my first beers in 6 months, because tonight our new album is getting finally released. So cheers.
So this being said, congratulations, and for the sake of that very special day, I'm here with you in my bed, in my fancy pants.
Wait, I don't know if you can see, but yeah.
Oh yeah. Woo! Yeah.
Lovely.
Great.
And they are really good. They're really good.
Yeah, they are.
I love them. So, and what we talked before, since we know each other since super long time, and we talk almost every day
Yeah.
about stuff and music and work and whatsoever, I thought, why don't let internet choose the questions, but not internet like your fans or whatever, but internet like the real internet. So I have here a random question generator, which people will
All right.
also see. Let's start with the first random question. This is for you. So one for you, one for me, one for you, one for me.
Yeah. Of course.
And I don't know, maybe you can change the question once if it's something you really don't. Because I don't know, I think they could be even too serious questions, but we'll find out.
We will see. We will see.
Okay. When you are old, what do you think children will ask you to tell stories about?
It might sound super pessimistic, but I picture something like, "Hey, Grandpa, we once heard that back then there were music concerts with more than 50
No.
people in one room."
That's, yeah. It's sad, but I can see that happening.
Yeah.
So really, people walked around without a mask on your face? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff
Yeah.
like this. Yes. Oh.
Stuff like that.
I deeply hope not, but yeah.
Yeah, me neither. It's totally fucking my brain just thinking about that.
Yeah. Okay, let's go with the next one. What's surprising about you? So then I have to answer. What's surprising about me? I always thought that surprise about me was that, like, even though I play in a metal band and I have all my gothic bullshit going around, I don't like horror movies. My favorite place in the world is Disneyland. I like movies with where everybody at the end is happy, and the thing that makes me tear is when I see people really happy in movies. Like that makes me super emotional. And now I say that it's not surprising anymore because most of my friends and people who listen to Hell Boulevard know that, luckily. So when it comes to gifts, they take some Disney stuff with them or Back to the Future stuff, like happy stuff, not dot.
That's actually very, very interesting because it's the same with me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm totally in love with sci-fi and fantasy stuff as well, but I never really liked horror movies. Mm-hmm. Sometimes when there's like, I don't know, like an actor I'd like to see, things like mm-hmm. Sleepy Hollow. Of course, I watch it because Johnny Depp.
Sure.
But all this like real horror stuff, mm-hmm. especially like splatter stuff, even commercial things like Saw. I just don't. I tried it. I fucking hate it. I'd rather watch like Chip and Dale all seasons in a row than that. So I just don't know.
And personally, if I'm in a bad mood, like if I'm happy, I can maybe try. But if I'm in a bad mood, I just turn to Disney stuff. I just open Disney Plus, which is like heaven for me. You go from all the Disney cartoons to Home Alone, and I can't watch a horror if I'm in a bad mood. It just makes me feel bad, so I don't enjoy it, and I don't want to spend 2 hours sitting on my sofa and like, why am I doing this to myself again?
This is one of the advantages of having kids. Like, mm-hmm. I think, of course, I had like Disney and Pixar stuff before, but right now I think there's not one single movie from like kids stuff which I do not have on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever.
I know you are not about having favorites, but do you have one or two that I know it's not your thing, the favorite stuff, but
No, I can't. I really can't. It's just I love all of them so much. So
did you?
it's
I think I told you to watch it, but did you watch the last Mary Poppins, the Mary Poppins Returns?
no, not yet.
Beautiful.
Me and my son are right now in the Marvel
Okay.
binge fever because I had a deal with him. I said, like, if you finish the 5th Harry Potter book, we're watching all the Marvel stuff. So
Okay.
after we've watched all the Marvel stuff, we're trying the Mary Poppins thing.
Yeah. It's totally worth it. It's beautiful, absolutely. And I'm a huge fan of the first one. I have a Mary Poppins behind me hanging. Can you see it? No. There is a big pentagram on my wall, which is something that I have since I'm 16 years old. But in the middle of the pentagram, there is a little figure of Mary Poppins, which makes which makes the pentagram super special.
I like that.
Okay, then the next one, it's yours. I'm curious. Did your family take seasonal vacations?
Like this year?
I
No.
think in general, I think like when you were young, maybe?
Yes, we did, but we all my life, like 90% of the vacation, we always went to the same place. It's that one island in the north of Germany, Sylt.
Yeah.
You know, super close to the place where we were shooting Black Halo, and it pretty much lots of places that look like the same. And yeah, it's a place where we shot the "See You Soon" video. You know, and I've spent like maybe 90% of my vacations there. So this place to me sometimes feels more like home than actually home. Yeah,
That's a beautiful place. Everybody knows it. That's still my favorite shooting experience so far. The
Was
Black
great.
Halo video. Oh, so
Crazy.
so special.
Crazy time.
Next question. Okay. Interesting. What's your favorite piece of furniture you've ever owned? I think this desk that you people can't see, and I can't actually move the camera, but it's my music desk. It's my keyboards and my computer and my speakers and stuff. It's, I don't know, I was used to have my chaotic home corner with audio interface and keyboard and computer and guitar picks and blah 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 blah. And since a few years, I can say that even if it's a home corner where I write 100% of the Boulevard stuff in this corner, now it almost looks like a proper adult place and not just like a 16 years old messy place where a 16 years old guy tried to.
You're so grown up. You're so grown up, meanwhile.
Yes, yeah, but I have company. I guess.
Oh yeah,
I don't know. You should focus.
the little Elton John.
Yes, didn't focus. And
Oh, great. Is it the Gangnam Style or is it Elvis?
it
looks like
it's the Jurassic Park.
All right, because out of focus, it totally looks like the Gangnam Style.
Now,
Hi.
look at that. Now the camera remembers that she has to be professional. So him.
Do you also have your little friends figures there?
No, I have them in the music videos room. Here is all about music, so you can recognize.
Oh, Slash.
Yeah, Slash.
Slash.
Yeah, that's pretty much my companionship here. Next one is for you, Chris.
Yeah.
This one probably. What was the most awkward conversation you ever had with someone? No, I'm sure you had some super awkward ones.
I think I've told this story a couple of times before because it was a conversation with a fan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! I tell another one. I told this once, and I think I even wrote it down on Facebook. It was like very early this year. I think was the first show this year, January, in Finland, and a very nice but very drunk Finnish girl walked up to me and asked me, "Do you have pets?" And I was like, no, not really at the moment. Did you ever kill a dog? I said, no, I never killed a dog.
Mm-hmm.
I killed a guinea pig once. I was like, you killed a guinea pig? How? I stepped on it.
What the fuck?
And I was like, okay, why are you telling me this? And then she looked very sad, like she looked in the fire and said, I don't know. And then she moved her head and went away.
Oh yeah, this is awkward. This is extremely awkward.
Yeah. And I was there, and it was at an after show party, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, how you move on from that?
Yeah.
Wow. Nice people.
It was nice.
Next one. Okay, this is serious. Okay, hear this one. Is it possible that someone's genes might affect their political leanings? If no, why not? If so, what would be the ramifications? I think I'm gonna use my pass card. I don't want to go into that. I really don't want to go into that.
I think I need to say.
Okay. Yeah.
No. I want to try. I mean, let me just say no. It's not possible from a biological standpoint. It's not. But I must say, like,
you as a German, I have to say no.
I'm German, and my grandfather, which I never knew, which I never get to know, he was shot in Second World War over Russia. Why he was shot over Russia? Because he was flying a plane to bomb Russia, That means my grandfather, as much as I have respect and love for my family, he was one of the bad guys. So if this is true, then I must be like, I don't know, 25% Nazi. And
which I know you're not. So,
and I'm not.
Otherwise, we would not be here talking. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, then we kind of answered this, so but still count as a pass for me.
Yeah.
Okay, this goes to you. What's your favorite band name? Not necessarily your favorite band. That's a perfect question for you. Not.
I think I'm super jealous of the most simple and brilliant name that I heard during the last couple of years, and that's Ghost.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's
while
just
you were talking
great.
that, I thought of Kiss, but we are in the same.
Yes, Kiss is also. So, I mean, Kiss is actually like a shortcut for Knights in Satanic Service, right?
Really?
I think so. Because it's written in capitals, and you have to Google. I think it's something, and it might be Knights in Satanic Service, like His Infernal Majesty.
Yeah. Okay, I had no idea about that.
But I'm not sure. So, but I heard something like that. But yeah, I just like the band name Ghost.
Yeah, I agree. What do I like? There are all these like metalcore bands at the moment which have these like super long names.
Yeah.
Like, of course now no one comes in my mind, but we all know. Yeah, there's Bring Me the Horizon, and then you got all of the smaller one. Like I can't say all the bands that comes to my mind are like smaller bands which I shot videos for, so I can't say anything bad about it.
I must really say, when you told me about Hell Boulevard as a band name, I really was like, Damn, that's a killer name. Why didn't I think of that?
Can I say
That's
the real
triggered.
story? I will use this moment to say the real story of the Hell Boulevard name. And I was telling
Yeah.
my girlfriend a few days ago about it, and she had no idea. And I was like, "Did I never tell you about that?" And it's like, "No." Okay. If you Google Hell Boulevard MySpace, you will find a page from 2007 with one song which unfortunately doesn't work anymore because MySpace is like dead. The
Yeah.
website is there, and you can see the song, but if you click play, there is an error coming. But back then I was doing my Violin Diva project, which was like EBM stuff. Back in the days when you had the Unterart, I think so. That's the first time we met.
Yeah. Oh, we know each other for so long now.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember I was living in Bologna in Italy back then. And when I was younger, like since 17 till 20, 21, I had a black metal band. I was 100% into black metal and blah, 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 yada, yada. And one afternoon I was in Bologna and I was around, I don't know, 26, 27. I thought, oh, I should try to do something black metal again. So I recorded one song, guitars, drums, vocals, blah, blah, blah. Mixed it. I loved it. It was called the Creation Code, the Creation point code, dot code. And then back in the days was MySpace. So you just do a MySpace page for your band, put a song, and yeah, it worked back then.
Yeah.
And it was called Hell Boulevard. That was the name of that one single song black metal project of myself 13 years
All
ago.
right.
And
Cool.
when the Losteria thing ended, I wanted to start something new, keep that mood going on. And in my brain, I always thought that this Hell Boulevard name was good. And I said, okay, let's take it back and do something new with that name, which I love. So yeah, Hell Boulevard
Yeah.
started as a black metal band.
Yeah. It's a little like this one black metal project that I.
Yeah, exactly. That you started in our bathtub.
Yeah. What was the name of it? Bathing in the blood of Swiss cows.
Swiss cows, yes.
Yeah. Totally.
Okay, it's my turn. What would you do if you knew you were going to die in 1 hour? Okay, I would say bye-bye to Chris, tell him that I loved him and I love his music, and at the end of the day, he's a good guy. Deep in. And then I don't know. I think I live close to the forest, so I just go in the forest and with my partner probably, and listen to some black metal in the forest.
I was just about to say that's going in the forest in your last hour. It's very black metal.
Yes,
Maybe,
exactly.
maybe hug a tree.
Yeah, make a full circle. You know, it all ends how it started. Oh, that was a stupid question. Okay, that's it's a perfect question for you.
Yeah.
What is the healthiest and unhealthiest thing you do on a regular basis?
Oh, it's so hard to say. I'm trying to begin with the unhealthiest because I'm not really doing unhealthy stuff except for sweets, you know. But it's so maybe it's just sugar, because sometimes I just can't resist, and then I eat like too much of it. Like, you know, when I start with a chocolate like Rittersport, you know, the square ones.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And there's like the white one with the nuts in it, and if I see it, I have to buy it, like 3 of them, and I just eat them. So that might be one of the unhealthiest things that I do not on a daily basis, but maybe once a week. That's my time out.
Ritter sport makes me think of the tour life, stopping at the gas stations on the highway,
Yeah, totally.
going
Totally.
and then going to the bus and
Yeah.
okay,
yeah,
just
totally.
a little piece. And then what's the healthy? I mean, you live a pretty healthy life, I think. Healthy.
The healthiest, it's so hard to say because I don't know. It's really hard to say. I could say like the moment when I'm working out because it's healthy for your body, but I really don't. When I get a question like this, I'm always like, I don't have the scientific know-how to really answer it. So I better not. So I don't know.
And do you think that your job, like both in the studio as a producer and whatsoever, and as a musician, is a healthy lifestyle as itself? I mean, of course, like there are musicians who live the worst lifestyle ever in terms of health, and there are one.
Well, meanwhile, it is. I mean, I work a lot, but I really take care of myself, so I get enough sleep. I don't go to the studio unprepared, like, oh, what am I gonna eat today? And then I order some bullshit. No, at home I prepare stuff, so I bring vegetables and nuts and blah blah blah. So I'm really like, I'm going there, and lots of the bands I'm producing, they're like, Chris, you want a beer? Or we're ordering some sausage and like lots of fries. I'm like, no, I can't do that. Why not? It's studio time. I'm like, yeah, for me, every day is studio time. So I'm sorry. So sometimes they don't get it because for most of the bands that come there, studio time is like, okay, now we have 2 weeks of whatever, nothing counts, just fun. So meanwhile, even on tour, we have a level of catering where we can like really eat healthy. So which I'm super thankful for that. I mean, you've been on tour with us, and you remember that it's always like good stuff because when you're on tour,
it improved.
No, that that
tour.
Totally. For people out there, there's just a couple of things on tour that keep your mood up and keep you healthy, and that's like good sleep. It's a warm backstage room, and it's good food, and because you're not at home, so you have to kind of help things to feel like home. So yeah. Meanwhile, it's possible.
I want to say this because maybe lots of fans of you are gonna watch this, of course. I know you since a long time. I met you as a musician, and I admired you as a musician and as a creative person. But I think I admire you most of you is exactly this focus thing. I always say Chris is a focused guy who can focus on the things he thinks are important and not focus on the things that, in his opinion, they are not. Like he chose to, he plans like long time before, and I'm totally the other way around. I'm like a last minute person.
Yeah.
Which can also be helpful sometimes, as you know, because if you call me like one day before of a video release and you need a little help with a video release, I'm up
in
to
color
jump
grading.
in it. Yeah, for example, I'm up to jump in that because I know myself. I know I push myself super hard in stress situation, which I know are not good for my health on the big picture. So when I see how you deal with all the things you do, that's the thing I admire the most of you. It's really this ability to plan the wide picture and not just the small things, which tomorrow there is gonna be something else and something else. Of course, problems are coming in over and over,
Yeah.
but when you plan like you, it's a great thing. And I think also for your brain, it's kind of more relaxing.
Yeah, that's actually a part of my health as well. So over the years, I developed a system how I plan stuff, and I'm also always like trying to plan in 20% of time for the things that go wrong, or maybe for like spontaneous stuff. So in most of the cases, I have time to fit it in, and but it took me a long time. You know, it's been super hard training on myself to go there. So.
And to show the people that you can also be spontaneous sometimes, let's tell them that I asked you to do this chat 1 hour ago. So
that was not easy for me, you know, like
I know.
you know me. I'm really like, I don't like spontaneous things. And I don't like talking on the phone. I don't like video calls. But
I think we never
but
talked
for
on
you,
the phone once.
No, never.
Never.
But for you, I'm like willing to do like all the exceptions, because you're one very special person to me.
Thanks a lot.
So.
I appreciate it a lot. And I was Skyping with my mom before this, and I was telling her I have to go because Chris blah blah. And I told her the situation. She was like, "Oh, he's a really good guy. You see, he's a really good guy." I said, "Yeah, I know. I know this was an exception for him." So we got like 31 minutes. I would say the last question for both of us, and then it's 10 o'clock in the evening, which for our
it's bedtime.
Yes, you're already there. Okay.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, come on. If you agree, I would try at least the second one because.
Okay. So it's my turn to say pass. So fine.
But I tell you, I read it for you. Where and when was the most amazing sunset you've ever seen?
Okay, pass.
Yeah. Okay, no, this is perfect. This is perfect.
Yeah.
What kind of cult would you like to start? Seen from outside and watching your band from outside, you already started one.
Let me say one thing, because you already know about that. Let the people wait for like 9 months maybe, and then they will see.
Wow, yeah, it's so long. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because what we're doing there, I mean, it's a made up thing. So it's not really trying to do like a real cult. But what we're doing there,
there's enough people. There is enough people going there.
Yeah, and what you and I are what you and I are creating there with VD pictures and a lot of Lost and the whole thing. That's So I want to postpone that answer to the future for people. But what about you?
I don't know. I would like to go in the forest right now and meet with my friends, and then I will tell you. No, I will say a really Disney thing. I want to end this with a super Disney style thing. I would like a cult where people doesn't spend too much time can I say vomiting negativity on the rest of the world.
Oh yeah.
Because it's pointless and useless. I always have discussion because it's something that I feel, even if it doesn't hurt me, but it makes me sad.
Uncomfortable.
A few weeks ago I was watching an interview to who was I don't remember who was it was a famous director or actor, but like a big one. Right now I don't remember who was, but I remember was a composer, was a music composer, was the guy who redid the Universal intro sound. Right now I don't remember the name. I'm getting old and I'm really bad with names, but it's he does soundtracks for big Marvel movies too and stuff like that. So he's huge. He's a rich guy, lives in a beautiful house, a beautiful wife, a great life. He's accomplished on many levels. And this guy who who had all of this from live, when he was talking about the stuff that he reads about him on the internet on a daily basis, and he says it's my choice. I mean, I could just forget, to go on YouTube and read comments under my music and things like that, but I still do it because it brings me back to myself 16 years old, when all of these I have now, it wasn't existing. And so yeah, I think it's totally pointless that people go that way. I would like that they would not lose that time and spend it in another way, but yeah.
I have one funny last thing to tell here. When we just released that German song,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Of course, I know it's a crossover, so we're combining metal music with rap and stuff. So many people hate it, that's fine. And I'm totally fine with people saying, I don't like it or whatever. But one comment or some comments were like so super disrespectful. I had to screenshot one. Mm-hmm. And this comment said, I don't remember exactly, but it was something like, it's such a shame that USSR, UK, and USA were not successful with the genocide on Germany back then. So we wouldn't have to deal with this crap right now. So I screenshotted. I screenshot this comment and posted it on Instagram and said, hey guys, hey friends, I think this is my favorite comment, my favorite negative comment so far. Mm-hmm. One day later, Instagram deleted the comment saying, Chris and Lord Harms, you're not allowed to do hate speech on Instagram.
But the comment is still there. The original
and I was like, dude, what the fuck? So they warned me. I get like an official warning from Instagram for having hate speech, for wishing other people genocide and stuff. So I get a warning, then I checked on YouTube, original comment is still there.
That's exactly that. I mean, I always try to imagine the moment when a person sit there and say, and now I'm gonna write the worst thing to these musicians, to a band, people who plays music. And that's a bad comment, by the way. That's a really bad one. You always did the right thing with them. I mean, when you did the T-shirt, the Super Gay Ninja, I have the T-shirt, totally. So I mean, that's the right way to answer to these people. They do not deserve answers. They deserve things like you do. Turn what they do in the opposite way. So, but that was really interesting. Like, I don't know if it was an algorithm of Instagram, like seeing this, or if there was like an actual person, but it doesn't matter. It's just super weird. And I thought like, okay, welcome to the brave new world. Yep.
That was crazy. Yeah. So
whatever.
I think it's time to sleep.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks a lot for doing this. Thanks so much.
Thank you. And talk to you tomorrow about whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris.
Good.
Talk soon.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Not sorry for the mess, not sorry for the past, not sorry for the